This classroom video is designed to support teachers learning about the recommendation, explicitly teach appropriate writing strategies using a model, practice, reflect instructional cycle for planning, goal setting, and drafting. The video shows classroom footage from 2 days that occur during the middle of a lesson sequence on writing policy arguments about student online monitoring. They have already read and annotated 4 sources on student online monitoring to prepare them to engage in these lessons. 6th grade students in Monica Calias's English Language Arts class are focused on the goal setting, planning, and drafting phases of the writing process. The focus strategies are using sentence starters and drafting a policy claim. In this video, you will see students set goals for their learning. The teacher models the use of sentence starters when incorporating evidence to support a claim. Students practice using this strategy to draft their arguments. And students discuss and reflect on their use of text elements in their policy arguments.
My goals for today are to learn more about student online monitoring so I can help change aspects that may be unfair or unnecessary.
Thank you. Okay.
My goal is to finish the letter to Mr. Dillon and to collaborate with Jalen.
Very nice. In policy arguments, you don't just give the issue, you argue a solution, okay? So, we know what our topic is, we know what our issue is. What is your proposed solution to student online monitoring? What's your solution from your initial policy claim? Any questions before we start writing?
No.
Read off your solution to your table mates to the issue of student online monitoring.
I think that student online monitoring
Trenton, start please.
should stop because it invades the students' personal space.
They should only be able to monitor school-like websites. Anything else, they should not be able to monitor.
Did you read?
Student online monitoring should only be used when students are at school because they need privacy, but should also be monitored as well.
I think schools should monitor what students are doing on their computers. It could be a problem if students weren't being monitored and could get a virus that infected the entire school network. My solution is to only monitor school computers at school or at home, but not personal devices.
My solution is online monitoring should still happen just as long as it's during school.
Very nice. So she's saying it should still happen sometimes. Her caveat is that it's only during school.
The evidence and commentary T-chart is a graphic organizer shaped like a T that is used to visually separate information into 2 categories. The sentence starters in the T-chart help students write sentences about their evidence and write commentary.
What you're going to do is on the left-hand side in this first box, you're going to write a piece of evidence from the infographic here by filling in the sentence stem. The sentence stem is according to the infographic from Student Privacy Compass, and then you fill in the quote. I gave you quotation marks so that you can copy directly for what's from the page, okay? You're going to look at what you've annotated so far. The squares of information that you thought were important, right? That's what I would look at. I'm going to give you an example of evidence and commentary from this. In the second paragraph, look at your papers. In the second paragraph, the evidence is, as writer Kelly Clay says, the old privacy rule was to protect teens from strangers and themselves. Then, her commentary is, it only takes one inappropriate post to damage your image. Taking away this privacy rule could negatively impact teens' college and job opportunities. Okay? So she gave additional thoughts. She actually gave 2 additional sentences to that original piece of evidence. Raise your hand and share your first piece of evidence. This is our first time doing it. Ariana, thank you for volunteering.
According to the infographic from Student Privacy Compass, students who log into their accounts from home may have their app activities monitored.
Very nice. Good job. How will Mr. Dillon know what's evidence in your letter and what's your commentary? What was happening in your T-chart? What did you notice with just the evidence side that shows its evidence? And is that happening in your letter? Okay? Tell your table mates, how will Mr. Dillon know?
He can know what is commentary and what is evidence, because commentary usually comes afterwards. But evidence will also have like the name of whoever said that, or the name of the blog that it came from, or article, and it also might have percentages.
This classroom video showed the following Practice Guide Recommendation 1. Explicitly teach appropriate writing strategies using a model, practice, reflect instructional cycle. The lesson reflected challenging components of source-based policy argument writing, like drafting a policy claim, like choosing evidence, writing your own commentary on the evidence, and organizing these text elements into a written draft. The class used sentence starters in the evidence and commentary T-chart to practice writing these different types of sentences. Recommendation 1 in the practice guide includes additional strategies and activities for supporting planning, goal setting, and drafting.